We all chase happiness, don't we? That elusive feeling. But here's a thought. What if true, lasting joy isn't something out there to be found in grand achievements, but something we actually create day by day, in the smallest of moments? What if the secret isn't in what we get, but maybe in what we give and how we see things? This deep dive is all about exploring that surprising yet really powerful truth that's, well, available to everyone.
Precisely. Yeah, today our mission is kind of to peel back the layers, understand how those tiny, often overlooked actions, whether we extend them to others or cultivate them within ourselves, don't just feel good, in the moment, but how they profoundly reshape our well-being.
Okay.
We'll delve into the fascinating science behind these feelings, share some compelling insights, and hopefully equip you with practical ways to truly infuse your daily life with more joy. It's about discovering a wellspring of happiness you might not even realize you possess.
I'm always struck by that incredible feeling you get after doing something kind for someone. You help a stranger or maybe offer support to a friend, and there's this almost inexplicable warmth, this surge of good feeling that just washes over you. Is there like a scientific reason for that? Something that clarifies why it feels so good?
Oh, it's an undeniable phenomenon, yes. And science actually has a name for it, the helper's high. What's truly fascinating is that studies using fMRI scans have shown the same reward centers in our brain light up when we perform acts of kindness as they do when we receive a reward.
Really? The exact same area?
Exactly. It activates our brain's natural reward system. This leads to a measurable boost in feel-good neurochemicals like dopamine that drives our sense of reward, serotonin, our mood stabilizer, and oxytocin.
The bonding hormone, right?
That's the one often called the bonding hormone for its role in connection. It's this positive feedback loop, It's so powerful. Some researchers even describe it almost like a form of pro-social drug addiction. The good kind, of course.
A good addiction.
Right. And this isn't just a fleeting, warm, fuzzy feeling. This physiological response actively reduces stress and anxiety. It contributes to a lasting sense of satisfaction, overall well-being. And here's where it gets even more interesting. These benefits aren't just for the giver.
All right.
The recipient feels it, naturally. But even people who simply witness an act of kindness can experience a similar positive activation in their brain.
Wow. So just seeing it happen can make you feel good, too.
It's quite powerful.
So it's not just a nice thought, then. It's a real, tangible chemical boost. It genuinely helps us feel better, physically and mentally. And beyond that immediate chemical reaction, these acts, they naturally foster stronger social connections, right? And cultivate a sense of purpose.
Exactly right. Knowing you've made a positive difference, however small, can significantly enhance your self-worth. And what's particularly compelling here is the contagious nature of emotion. Think about how easily a negative emotion like, say, anger or frustration can spread. If a boss has a bad day, snaps at an employee, that employee might carry that tension home, maybe snap at their spouse.
Who then might be short with their kid. Yeah, I can see that chain.
Exactly. That negative energy can ripple outwards, affecting people far removed from the initial source.
Okay, so if negative emotions can spread like that, does kindness work the same way? Can a single act of kindness really set off a positive chain reaction?
Absolutely. And that's the good news. Kindness is just as contagious, maybe even more so in some ways. But instead of anger or fear, it spreads compassion and positive energy. Research consistently shows that people who witness kind acts are often motivated to perform one themselves.
So if I see someone do something nice,
you might find yourself more inclined to do something similar later that day. Yeah. If you observe someone paying for another person's coffee, for example, and the person who receives the kindness, they're also more likely to pay it forward.
The pay it forward idea.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And in our hyper-connected world, with platforms like social media, this ripple effect is just amplified dramatically. A small act of kindness shared online could potentially influence hundreds, maybe even thousands of people globally. It can inspire a wave of goodwill far beyond that original interaction.
It really underscores the profound impact of just individual actions. How we can initiate this cascade of positive change simply by choosing kindness in our daily lives. We're setting those positive dominoes in motion. Okay, so we've explored how giving outward fuels our joy. But what about the happiness we can cultivate within ourselves, without needing an external act necessarily? It turns out that secret often lies in the smallest, most overlooked moments of our day, doesn't it?
It truly does. Yeah, true joy often blossoms when we unlock those simple everyday moments and connect with our inner world. Think about the fundamental mind-body connection. Just 5 to 10 minutes of morning sunlight, it can do wonders.
Really? Just sunlight?
Yeah. It signals to your body to reset its internal clock, boosts serotonin production. It naturally elevates your mood and energy for the day. Or consider the immediate calm from taking, say, 5 deep, deliberate breaths. It literally calms your nervous system, reduces stress, sharpens focus. Even something as basic as hydrating first thing in the morning can kickstart your metabolism and, noticeably improve your mood and alertness.
It's amazing how these subtle physical habits can have such a profound mental impact.
They absolutely can. And then there's the power of presence, mindfulness. A short, unstructured walk allows your mind to just wander, clear itself, encourages you to be deeply aware of your surroundings, your inner thoughts. It's a natural stress reducer.
Like hitting a reset button.
Exactly. Brief digital detox breaks, too. Even just for, say, 15 minutes can significantly reduce mental clutter, emotional fatigue, helps you reconnect with the present moment. And sometimes, the most significant act of kindness and a source of deep joy is simply being present for someone who needs to talk.
Yeah.
Offering a truly listening ear without judgment.
That's a big one. Beyond the mental and physical shifts, you mentioned sensory pleasures and the satisfaction of simple achievements. How do those little wins contribute?
Oh, immensely. There's an unexpected depth of joy in the simple aroma of freshly brewed coffee in the morning, or the comforting warmth of a bath after a long day, or even just the quiet satisfaction of seeing a clean room after tidying up.
Guilty. I love that feeling.
Right. Even the small achievement of ticking items off your to-do list can bring a surprising sense of accomplishment, like a mini victory. These moments are often overlooked when we're chasing bigger things, but they're crucial contributors to daily fulfillment.
I definitely relate to that to-do list satisfaction. And what about connecting with nature? You mentioned sunlight, but more broadly.
Nature offers incredible grounding, a sense of wonder, watering your plants, watching them thrive, observing birds outside your window, appreciating the way sunlight filters through leaves, or even just the earthy smell after rain. These moments can deeply uplift your spirits, foster a profound gratitude for life itself, reminds you of your place,
Grounding. And people, of course. People are a huge source of joy for most of us.
Indeed. Cherishing random memories that pop up on photo apps instantly reminds us how much we love and are loved. Brief but quality conversations with loved ones, a lively family game night, or the pure, unconditional love from pets.
Oh, pets are the best.
That enthusiastic wagging tail, a comforting purr, they all demonstrate our immense capacity to give and receive love. These relational joys are fundamental.
And for those who need maybe a different kind of outlet, something more internal.
Yeah, creative outlets, engaging with music, exploring art, or simply writing in a journal can be incredibly soothing for our minds. They provide avenues for self-expression, can even lead to surprising self-discovery. Sometimes, the lyrics of a random song might just perfectly articulate what you're feeling, almost like an indirect signal from your own subconscious. All these little things, when we consciously notice and appreciate them, they accumulate into immense daily joy.
It's striking how all these everyday joys, both the external ones and the internal ones, seem to feed right into the transformative power of gratitude.
That's a crucial connection, absolutely. Gratitude isn't merely a fleeting emotion, it's a conscious practice. It actively rewires the brain to focus on positivity. Researchers like Robert Emmons and Michael McCullough have extensively documented this, how a consistently grateful outlook leads to higher levels of joy, increased energy, better sleep.
Better sleep. That's interesting.
Yeah, stronger family ties, fewer symptoms of stress. People who regularly practice gratitude report feeling better about their lives as a whole. They're more optimistic and even experience fewer physical ailments.
That's a pretty compelling argument for practicing gratitude. But, for listeners who might feel like they're just forcing it sometimes, or that life challenges make it hard to feel genuinely grateful, what's your advice for starting this practice authentically?
That's a very valid point. Authenticity is absolutely key. You can't just fake it till you make it. Not really. So one powerful way to start is journaling. Commit to writing down maybe just one positive moment each day, or 3 things you're grateful for each night before sleep. This consistent act helps literally rewire your brain to scan for the good.
Okay, one thing. That sounds manageable.
Exactly. Second, genuinely tell people what you appreciate about them. Be specific, be sincere. It means a lot. Third, practice what's called cognitive reframing. If you find yourself fixating on something negative, consciously try to find an alternative, more positive perspective.
Do you give an example?
Sure, like instead of, ooh, I hate that I have to drive to work in this traffic, maybe try, I'm grateful I have a car and a job to drive to. It shifts the focus. Fourth, take a gratitude walk in nature. Mindfully observe all the things around you to be grateful for the quiet, the sun, the trees. Fifth, become more conscious of your language. Try choosing words of love, peace, kindness more often. Words have power, you know. And finally, maybe choose to spend time with positive people. Their outlook can be remarkably contagious and help shift your own perspective.
Those are really practical tips. Okay, so we've talked about the immense benefits of cultivating these states of being, like gratitude and noticing small joys. Now, how do we actually translate that into tangible acts of kindness in our daily lives? It's clear these don't need to be grand gestures, right? And I know many listeners might be thinking, but I'm an introvert, or I just don't have a lot of spare time. The wonderful thing is there seem to be ideas for pretty much every personality and every schedule.
Absolutely. Yeah, the beauty of kindness lies in its incredible flexibility. It really does. For those who prefer anonymous or maybe low-contact gestures, the options are plentiful. You could leave an encouraging note in a public place, maybe on a park bench, or tucked into a book at a bookstore. Imagine the surprise.
That would be nice to find.
Right. Or discreetly slip a few dollars into the pocket of some clothing in a store for a future shopper. Leaving a water bottle with a thank you note for your mail carrier or delivery person, another thoughtful, low-contact idea. Even just quietly picking up trash in a park or anonymously tidying a shared space like an office kitchen. It makes a difference without needing direct interaction. The goal isn't recognition, it's the impact.
Those are fantastic for someone who might feel a bit shy about direct interaction. What about brief yet meaningful interactions, things that just brighten someone's day in passing?
For those, think simple yet powerful everyday exchanges. Offer a sincere compliment to a stranger, something like, I really like your shirt, or that color looks fantastic on you, just as you pass by.
Takes 2 seconds.
Exactly. A genuine smile at strangers, incredibly contagious, lifts both your spirits. Holding a door open for someone, letting another driver merge in traffic, or even allowing someone with just a few items to jump ahead of you in the supermarket queue. Small courtesies, but they can make a surprisingly big difference. Even just saying good morning to someone you pass daily can create that little moment of positive connection.
And for more personal acts, things involving people we already know.
Those are often the most deeply rewarding, aren't they? Sending a handwritten letter, imagine getting one of those now, or an unexpected bouquet of flowers to a friend or grandparent.
Very touching.
Offering to babysit or walk a friend's dog for them, cooking a meal for a loved one when they're busy or unwell. A simple motivational text or even just a funny joke sent to someone who's struggling can provide a much-needed lift. And sometimes it's as profound as just calling a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Just to catch up, maybe share a random good memory you have together.
Connecting. Beyond our immediate circle, though, are there ways to engage with the wider community? From sort of micro-volunteering to more involved efforts.
Definitely. You can pay for someone's coffee or bus fare anonymously, or leave a few quarters at a laundromat for the next person. Dropping off snacks at, say, a rehab center for people in all-day classes, a small but truly appreciated gesture. Donating books or art supplies to a local library helps their community programs. And if you have more time, volunteering at a soup kitchen or animal shelter, or spending time with a nursing home resident who rarely gets visitors, that can be incredibly fulfilling. The key, as research shows, is consistency and the pure intention behind the giving. Voluntary personal acts often yield the most profound satisfaction, and they accumulate significant well-being benefits over time.
Thinking about all this generosity directed outwards, it really raises a critical question, doesn't it? How can we give to others sustainably if we're not also, nourishing ourselves? This brings us to a vital, often overlooked concept: self-compassion.
This is truly foundational. Yeah, self-compassion is frequently misunderstood. It's not self-pity, it's not self-indulgence. Instead, it's a conscious practice of goodwill towards yourself, especially in moments of struggle or pain.
Okay.
It means mindfully accepting that a moment is difficult and then responding to that pain with the same kindness, the same care, the same understanding you'd offer a dear friend. It's about acknowledging your imperfections, your challenges, as part of the shared human experience. We all struggle. Sometimes when you first start practicing self-compassion, you might experience something called a backdraft.
Backdraft, like in firefighting.
Exactly like that. Similar idea. When oxygen rushes into a burning house, the flames can temporarily intensify. When you open the door of your heart to yourself, sometimes old pain might initially increase as healing begins. It can feel worse before it feels better.
Right, I see.
In those moments, the most self-compassionate response might actually be to pull back temporarily. Focus on simple grounding techniques, like feeling the soles of your feet on the ground. Or engage in very basic self-care, having a warm cup of tea, petting a cat, just being gentle with yourself, listening to your body.
That deeper understanding of self-compassion is so important because caring for oneself, especially if you're a natural caregiver or someone prone to giving generously, it's absolutely crucial to avoid burnout. It ensures your own well-being isn't sacrificed for your generosity. Framing self-compassion as the foundation for a life filled with sustainable joy, both given and received, that really hits home. It's that essential oxygen mask principle, isn't it?
Yeah.
You have to put yours on first before you can effectively help others.
Exactly. You simply cannot pour from an empty cup. It doesn't work long term.
So, as we bring this deep dive to a close, let's remember, finding true joy, spreading happiness, it isn't really about grand, infrequent gestures. It's about a daily, conscious choice to engage in small acts of kindness for others, for the world around us, and crucially, for ourselves. These seemingly tiny acts aren't just fleeting nice things. They create a powerful, positive ripple effect. They actively rewire our brains, they deepen our connections, and they profoundly change our entire experience of life.
These small, consistent acts accumulate. They offer profound and lasting benefits, reduce stress, enhance self-esteem, stronger social connections, a greater sense of purpose. It's a truly beautiful cycle where doing good genuinely does you good in ways that are both scientifically measurable and, deeply personally felt.
So consider this. If true joy isn't just out there to be found, but something we actively create. And what one small act of kindness for yourself or for someone else, what will you choose to plant today? Knowing it could blossom into a garden of happiness you'd never even imagined.